My name is Lecturer Kilaji, Bishop Kenya, Michael Oltome speaking in Kenya Republic this morning. That is my name, Bishop Kenya Michael Oltome, 2027 presidential aspirant, 2027 presidential aspirant of Kenya Republic. And I'm called Lecturer Kilaji because I've taught so many colleges, ideology. So I'm a tutor, or in that case, Lecturer Kilaji. But I'm no longer now effective as such all the time, full time, but part time, to give some units. One of them is actually African Church beside Bible College, Narrow County Government, Covenant College of Mission International, Narrow County Government, and also before, but not now because they have their own pastors. I will also training Paramilitary General Service Unit, an official force equivalent to Kenya Army here in Nairobi National Government. Utawala College for 12 years, 2004 to 2016. So today we want to learn about, in this devotion today, I being a political preacher, about Kenya, immorality, deception, politics. Kenya, deceptive immorality, politics. Alright? Immorality, politics, very dirty politics, which is going on. I said I'm a lecturer priest. This is actually a teacher ideology, and I'm also having an ambition of being a Kenya president come 2027 elections to unseat this ruthless kind of a government of our president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, who are practicing what we call immorality kind of dirty politics, which is full of deception, and they can do anything. So my vice president in that case will be none other than a vice president called retired Kenya Army Brigadier Nick Kugubo, which is Nick Wanyonyi Kugubo Jeremiah. Is a retiree of Kenya Army Brigadier. A brigadier is someone who is in charge of brigades and battalion in Kenya Army. So he has actually fired for 7 elections. I was nearly to unseat the president that time, called His Excellency Kibaki. And so we are now going to have it again, a trial again, which we will assured of victory come 2027 election, August 9, 2027 election. Alright, and my first lady, which I'm going to marry very soon to help me in politics, particularly in that kind of politics. We are waiting to be an executive officer of the president. I'm going to marry Bishop Kenya Michael Oltome very soon, East Africa legislative member of parliament, Honorable Winnie Imgat Raila Amolo Odinga, to assist me on his politics because she has masters in political science, and she's also from a royal family of the first Kenya president family, which is Honorable His Excellency Honorable Jaramogi Oginga, and the youngest daughter now of the current Kenya Supreme People's Power President, His Excellency Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. So she's going to help me for us to bring to sanity this dirty politics of Kenya. We call it actually immorality, deceptive politics. So we are going to read the book of Samuel, 2 Samuel, chapter 16. Alright? And we are going to read verses 20 to 22, and I want to explain. Okay? Okay. Absalom said to Hadivol, in opening and closing in inverted comma, give us your advice. What shall we do to dethrone or to overthrow his father, King David? Adivell answered, lie with your father's concubines, whom he left to take care of the palace or state house in that case. Then all Israel will hear that you have made yourself a stench in your father's nostrils, and the hands of everyone with you will be strengthened. So then they pitched a tent for Absalom on the roof, and he lay with his father's concubines in the sight of all Israel. Dirty politics of immorality, deceptive politics. We are saying after King David of Israel, all right, mess up to kill his brave soldier called Uriah, and married Bathsheba, the wife of that brave soldier, which was recalled from war zone to come and to say that he has slept with his wife after the king has slept with a lady. Okay, the king David saw the woman bathing and he called Bathsheba, which later on became the mother of King Solomon, the wisest king, and also that's where it also ended up being in a Messianic kind of province. Even Jesus came from that lineage. We call it the Klein lineage of a concubine. David was having 700 royal family bad women married officially, and also concubines. He has annexed, or he has got them out of mysterious ways to be his concubine, also wives, including King Solomon, mother Bathsheba, which was married now after the husband was killed by the king David. So now one of the sons of King David who wanted to, to inherit him in kingship, all right, inheritance kind of kingship, found that the king David was favoring this concubine son called Solomon more than him. Was actually from a royal birth kind of a woman, which was not a concubine. So he started waging a kind of war to King David. Absalom decided to wage war, a very serious war, to King David, until even King David fled with his army because the guy, his son Absalom, was having more power in battle kind of field than him. But later on, he told his soldiers, including even Joab, General Joab, to get hold of him, but not to kill him. But they decided to kill him, and the king ended up killing now even King General Kenya, not Kenya, but Israel military at that time, general called Joab. King David killed Joab, general of Israel that time, after also managed to kill his son, was overthrowing him, Absalom. So Absalom, to make his father, to reduce his father to nothingness, he decided to seek an advice, and he got advice from one of his friends, which was called, Hatival, who told him, now lie with your father's concubine, and we are going to help you to say that concubine you lie on public domain for all Israel to see that. And you'll do it in the palace after the king now has fled. King David has fled because of his son Absalom wanting to kill him, and he has also soldiers. So that's why in verse 22, in 2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 22, all the other Israelites now, they pitched a tent for Absalom on the roof, like the way he has called Bathsheba, on top of the roof, as a retaliation, to lay with his father's concubine in the sight of all Israel, to humiliate his father, and it happened. Okay, so why did Absalom slept with his father's concubine? In chapter 22, it was to demonstrate his power and to try to establish himself as a king, of his father. In verse, that's why now the question is, why did Absalom slept with his father's, King David's, a concubine wife? In verse 22, because we are told that he has slept with that woman, lay, and committed adultery, and in public domain. So because of anger, Absalom demonstrated his power and to try to establish himself as a king by force in Israel's sight, and taking over the king, harem, which is a palace or state house that indicated to the people that Absalom was taking over the kingship of his father, King David, by force, because his father has fled and he is left in public domain with his concubine wife in public, in the same bed, but on top of a room. And it was a bold move, a bravious move, disgracing his father and challenging his father, King David, to show him he has also messed up, to kill Israel brave soldier who was saving them, and married his wife Bathsheba, the mom of King Solomon later on. That concubine called Bathsheba is the one who has brought a series of deaths to that kind of immorality politics of that time. We call it the politics of prostitution in Nahum also chapter 3 verse 4. Yesterday, this government is not afraid to do anything. The president, vice president, Rigathi Gachagua, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua took almost over 22,696 graduates to a stadium called Kasarani Medical Training College, and there's no college there. He just told the students to put on gown. Some of them are in my house, even yes, even now. Okay, all right. He told them to put on gowns, university gowns and certificates and diplomas. The one in my house was from Marsabit. All right, he's one of them. I was a witness here. One of them is here, but yesterday the other one was here. 22,696 students graduated without, nobody knows where colleges this human being come from. That's just a normal stadium. The president did that kind of a mess. Alright, it is here. He was cheating Kenyans. But he was doing a kind of immorality, kind of deceptive politics. This is what we are now told here in People's Daily, which is today, okay, Friday, December 8, 2023. Gachagua, DB urges envoy to seek jobs for Kenyan abroad. These students are not given certificate and diplomas. It is here. You can see it here. Actually, you can see. Regarding Gachagua here, there is no student here given any certificate, diploma or degree. It's just, they are just holding hands here. Nothing. Because one of them is here, from Marsabit. Alright? The one I know very, very well. He was here, he was, he said I was from medical school or from Kitui. And he's, a nurse. He is not given any certificate. Even this one you are seeing is just holding hand, empty hand. No, nobody knows where this student coming from. The one was from Marsabit, was traveled 560 kilometers. He told me he was a nurse, the Samburu. He said, I'm a nurse. Which college? He said, Kitui. And where are you going to? No college there at the stadium? I don't know. I'm just told by my father to do that. Alright? Are you going to be given certificate? No. And it's true. No certificate. This is a deceptive kind of immorality politics. That is why even Mother Karua said the negotiation rejected National Delegate, committee report for not addressing the cost of living. It is here. So, Mother Karua is right. Honorable Mother Karua, Deputy President of, Kenya One Coalition, she's right. People are shitting one another. Imagine now 22,696 students from nowhere. Nobody knows where these people from. Regarding Gachagua, I just told them, probably just want to, to politicize is kind of a, administration. Is now calling them and telling them, you will go, some of you, to Britain, France. No certificates. Here it is. Here it is. Before you can see, there is no, the whole Kenya will concur with me. We don't have a Kenya Medical Training College at the Kasarani Nairobi National Government Stadium. No! No, at all. Now you can see how Kenya is being led by these human beings who have now started, bringing a kind of a deplorable kind of a state to become stagnant. No development going on. They have started selling all government assets, Kenyatta Convention Center, offices of the politicians, all right, and other oil companies, and others, 11 parastatals, include so many of them, mills, rice mills, call them, more than 11 parastatals. Here now the DP is actually saying, is actually holding someone's hand with an empty kind of certificate or diploma and degree. It is here. You can concur with me. This is very wrong. Now imagine that student now from Marsabit was disclosed to me, alright, about that. He told me he's here with his father, alright. They are just going to that stadium. He doesn't know even other students. Why are these people? They are just told to put on, guns and go and get one, and then a few of them will be now having, one particular. But the rest are also there, alright. No, they are not given any certificate, diploma, or degree. They are just there, called from various county government, 47 county government, 290 constituencies, and 1,450 wards assemblies, where there's no colleges, obvious, in that case. There's a student now, he's from Marsabit. He was also, he went and seek for a gun. I don't know whether he has bought it, I don't know. That's what he told me. He was looking for it. He said he's from Kitui. Some are coming from Rift Valley. Some are coming from Upper Eastern and Eastern. All 47 county and 8 provinces of Kenya. They are called to come and represent Rigathi Gachagua politics with empty hands, certificates and diplomas and degrees. That is now the Kenya we are. Alright? What has made this man call actually Absalom to go against his father is something of this nature. The man became so angry. Why is my father doing this? Why is my father actually denying us our inheritance to become kings? And he's getting other women from somewhere and kill their husbands. Like that one now he has killed, Uriah and married the woman. He just saw a woman actually in a top of a room, in a top of a roof, which of course maybe the place was a stray building. Called the woman and told her, so just call this woman, I want to sleep with her. And actually he actually pregnant the woman. He called again the soldier who is actually fighting on his behalf in the field. Come and sleep with your wife. And the soldiers of Israel are not allowed to sleep with their wives when others are fighting. Up to today, the God of Israel does not allow you to enjoy whatever sex and whatever when other people are dying, or enjoy alcohol or drink food, whatever kind, when others are dying. They believe that if you either rise up all or fall all of you to protect their country. That is the nature of Israel of today. Okay? Because they are godly people. Now here is a king which actually the son now actually decided to fight his husband, his father. Because man, if you read the 1 Kings, chapter 11 and the following, up to verse 1 to 8, you will see this king has married 700 women, officially. And their kando concubines, 300, 1,000. The man was messing up. King Solomon was a wise man as well as a fool also. A man of wisdom and foolishness. His wisdom did not to teach him how to behave in that case. Okay? He was able to help people a lot, even those women who have been actually separated. 2 women who have been fighting because one of them, one child has died at night, and another one will become actually notorious, wanted to take the other child, and he told them, let me split the child into 2 because you are all complaining. But the one which actually has bought the child said, no, give the woman to take. The other one said, kill, because it was indirectly she was not the mother. So King Solomon actually gave the right woman actually what he deserves. Because the other one wanted the child to be killed, so it was not hers. So if you read 1 Kings chapter 11 verse 1 to 8, you will see Solomon had 700 wives of royal birth and actually 300 concubines. If you read chapter 1 Kings in the Bible, chapter 11 verse 3, he had 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines, and his wife led him astray in that case later on, because he was full time now engaged with the women. There are so many women, 1,000 women. Alright? So he cannot manage the administration and with all those kind of administration again within the family. Because the women are so many. So many, so many. And he was also not right in his heart in doing his administration. He was actually practicing a kind of a spoil of war, which is also stated in Deuteronomy 20 verse 10 to 15. Okay? He was capturing people, killing people, other nation people, tribes and all this kind of stuff, and his own people, and married their wives. So his son decided to stop him, although he did not succeed fully, because he has killed him later on. Alright? Absalom was killed by Joab, the general of the king, after he fled, and now they have gang up until they managed to overpower him one time and kill him. And King David again killed General Joab and other generals because they have killed him. We told them to capture. How can you capture someone who is having a gun or a spear of that nature at that time and shields? He will kill you. So they decided to kill him because he was also killing them. And in turn again, King David messed up to kill all those generals and most of the soldiers because of his immorality, dirty politics. Imagine now if these people goes now to the field. They are not doctors. They are not doctors. How will these people treat people? Everybody now saying I've graduated. Yes, gone. Yes. Your fathers brought you. That medical student from Ketui, Ketui Medical Training, Institute, college. I don't know. Alright, and he's from Marsabit. Someone I know, Samburu. His father is here. I know him very well. Okay. Someone also I know very well. Okay. He's a pastor. How can, alright, he was an ISC pastor. Well, but now he's not, he was also a politician. Last time he applied for the MCS position, members of County Assembly, Loyangalani, but he's not succeed. Alright. And he's a pastor. Pastor's son. Here now is speaking the truth. He told me we are just going there, but we don't know what's happening because the college is not there. We don't have any college there, correct? And we are told to put on guns. Are you going to give us that way? No. Why are you going to? Then how will do you pass the exam? I don't know. That's what the immorality, deceptive politics. Yesterday again, this lady called Nyakango was lured to go to Mombasa and is now in custody. Correct? He was just told to go and record a statement. Okay, the woman ended up now in custody. He was actually Kenya, is Kenya control of budgets. They are saying the woman is unable to give about 9 years record of how the money has been actually being used in Kenya, or the way he has not done anything about that kind of controlling budget. The woman was not controlling budget. So Nyakango, he said now I'm in custody. Alright? I was taken to Central Bank to record statement, but he ended up being in a Mombasa court, jail. He's now jail in Mombasa. He's now charged and jail. We don't know how long is he going to be there in the cell or jail because the years are not mentioned here. You are told let's go somewhere, and you end up being in problem. The woman also is in problem because she's not able to give any annual development project money, how the government has been spending money for 9 years, since 2012 to 2023. What is this woman was doing in the office? That's another question. Yes, because the detectives are right. If they have apprehended this woman to be answerable and accountable, how can you stay as a controller of a country budget, expenditure, recurrent, supplementary, and you end up not having any record? Kenyans, from politician of 2012 to 2023, no handing over notes. There's no offices that you can trace. Marsabit County, Nairobi County, Samburu County, or Pokot, or any other. No record that these people have been spending money in this manner. The person just get the money, which is meant for annual development yearly program, and go and use it in his own house. Is that right? It's a very deceptive morality politics. And that is what prompted, and King David was using the same. misuse of power, like today Kenyans. Yeah, President Ruto government and his Vice President, Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. Alright, both of them are excellencies. They are misusing power together with the administrators. The entire, unit of political administrators. Better even the soldiers who are branding them now. They are right. Alright? How can you be in the office, control of budget for 9 years, and you are unable to tell us how much money has been channeled from the national government treasury to this 47 county government to give 290 constituencies and 1,050 ward assembly parliamentarian. 1,450 wards levels governments in all 47 counties, federal states, in the independence obvious with their small president called governors and their parliaments, members of parliament, and all other, public servants in all 47 county government. They're just states. Alright, Samburu state is a federal state. Kiambu is likewise. Kisumu is likewise. Okay? Name them for 7 of them. If you go to Mandera, yes. Samburu, Marsabit, federal states. They have governors, small presidents, and all 47 of them, with their parliaments, with their governments. Alright? And now the national government is not giving them, they have no records that the national government has given us money for 9 years, and we have used it this way, and these are the people who have been working, not ghost workers. Alright? The files must be there. Nowadays things are digitized. They have computers. Where are these records? It's actually very dirty politics. And that is what prompted this man to lie, to sleep with his father, to commit adultery, because of anger. Mtu analala na bibi ya baba yake kwa sababu ya mfalme. Kijana huyu anaitwa Absalom. Kwa sababu alisirikia baba yake mbaya sana. Baba anaanza kulala na wanawake ya watu. Baba anaanza kukataza watu annual development pesa ya kutumika. Baba anaanza kuoa watu kiolela. Because yeye ni mfalme. Mpaka kijana akasirika kabisa, kijana yake ya bibi ya kawaida. Baba ndio yeye anaenda kupata mwanamke aliyeua bwana yake, anakuwa bibi yake, na anataka kwa kijana yake Solomon awe mfalme, na amekuwa. Sio yeye ambaye ameoa mzuri. So ndio sababu huyu kijana alianza kutaka kulala kwa na bibi, na alilala na bibi ya baba yake. Like the way he slept with Uriah's wife and kill him. Alright? That is now, after that, if you read the whole of Psalm 51, the King David now cried to God. Mungu nisamehe, nimefanya makosa sana. Watoto yangu, nimewata mtoto yangu. Nimeua watu wengi sana. Nimekataza watu hata annual development program projects pesa, yani matumizi ya kuishi. Mtu alitumia mamlaka vibaya sana. Like Kenya today, Deputy President, and is President, also our President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. These human beings, they are just traveling and eating our money and taking a lot of money from different countries, and we don't know how this money being utilized. And we are dying of hunger, but mimi sina choo hata hapa. We don't have even a latrine. I'm living in a house which was in ruins, which was built by British government in 1956. I still have renovated it here, and now it's an intact house. It was Queen Elizabeth built it. Alright? And also, there was also a toilet here, very nice one. Toilet for us here. Now, the last regime came and government come and destroy the toilet. Rather than building, they're destroying. That's why you are seeing all over the country, they're destroying things. And I went even myself to report this matter. I was also teaching paramilitary general service unit for 12 years, and I have not getting money. AIC have served them, African Uncharged, for so many years as a teacher. I have not given any pension at all for all those years. It's a misuse of power. There's no way you can report these people because of corruption. Alright? So I decided to take this house as mine. I went and report to the county council, Nairobi, and they have said yes. Oh yes. They told me, okay, surely take this house. Because these people are really very terrible. How can you work in a government close to 20 years and you just go home with nothingness? Alright? So actually, misuse of power is very bad. Misuse of power is very bad. That's why now, actually, it's the Psalm of David, when Prophet Nathan came to him after David said he has committed adultery with his Bathsheba. One of the, Israelite prophet Nathan told him, what are you doing even himself? What are you doing, Bana? as a king. You are misusing power terribly. And he told him, why are you killing people? Why are you killing even your son? Why are you not listening what your advice we are giving you as a priest and everybody? So he decided to cry to God. King David confessed his sins here. Have mercy on me. That is Psalm 51. Oh God, according to your unfailing love, according to your great compassion, blot out my transgression or sins, wash away all my iniquity, and cleanse me from sins. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is always before me. Alikiria kwamba Mungu nisamehe, kweli mimi nimekuwa mtu mbaya sana. Imagine now, we are going to take student to 22,696 to the, where there is no training college. There is no even Minister of Health there, going to addressing this human being, because there is no university there. Alright? There is no medical college at the Kasarani Nairobi National Government Stadium. And you are just wanting to call all those students, you want to capture them, to go and do politics for you, and you misuse them. One of them is here with me. He is from Marsabit 560 kilometers. When he goes back to Marsabit now, it is 1,120 kilometers with nothingness. The students don't know what's going on. That's what he told me. And his father is also a pastor. Yeah. He's actually someone I know very well. It's my in-law, Pastor Aaron, who graduated long time at the African Inland Church, Puani Bible Institute, back in 1990s, whereby they have been learning a half day for 4 years, which is about a certificate kind of, but they have been, those who have been trained